Now, I just want to address the whole DDG situation. Yesterday, he put up a video talking about Svannah, the girl he flew from Germany to LA. Now, a lot of people after that video thought that Svannah and DDG were going to be together, which I told y'all in my previous video that definitely was not about to go down. But a lot of people ended up getting invested in that situation, which people thought they really were going to be in a relationship, which DDG made a video and said that he's not going to be in a relationship with Svannah, which Svannah, after he posted his video, ended up making a YouTube channel, and she posted up a video called The Truth. Yes, the video title was clickbait. It made it seem like she was about to expose a lot of information that she probably shouldn't have. But in the video, if you actually watch it, it was short, sweet, straight to the point. She didn't say anything disrespectful. She was basically addressing it, which I understood why she did that, because a lot of people on her live, when she go live, ask several questions about DDG, especially after he said that he wasn't gonna make a video addressing the situation, and he did. So a lot of people wanted her to respond to his video, which she now did. I would have did the same thing if people are constantly asking me the same question over and over and over and over again. I would have addressed it. You got to keep in mind that majority of the people that follow her now is DDG followers. So of course, everything she do now, it revolves around DDG. I understood that. Now, when you watch DDG video that he posted up yesterday, he said that he didn't like that she made a YouTube channel, and he didn't like the fact that she did a clickbait title. And he also expressed how he felt that the only reason why she came to see him is because of who he is. And me personally, I just think that's an LA mentality. I think people that live in LA, they are surrounded around so many people that want something from them that they think that everybody is like that. If you leave LA, there's some genuine people out here. They don't care what you got. They don't care what you got going on. They just mess with you because you're a good person. And outside of YouTube, DDG is a good person. He does different things that people don't see, and that's how I can tell that he just doesn't put on for the camera. So me personally, I do think Svannah was being genuine. I think when she came out here, she just wanted to chill with him. If you would have put other women in that situation, women would have came out there with a camera, the camera with the light would have been all up in his face every second of the day. I didn't get that vibe from her. And like she said, it's only a 10-minute video, but I just didn't get that vibe from her. I felt like she was being genuine, but it goes back to that LA mentality. Everybody is not out to get something from you. If I see DDG, the first thing I'm gonna do is buy him a meal because I think he needs it. But I'm gonna be happy to chill with him, not because of who he is, DDG, but I can tell that outside of this whole YouTube thing, he's a real person that I can vibe with no matter what he got. Now, he might feel differently about me because of my channel, but I think that'll probably go away once he see my body. But anyway, that's what I was saying. He's still a cool ass person. That's hard to find, especially when people get to a certain point in their life. Period. Now let's talk about something that I was supposed to address a long time ago. I actually pre-recorded this last week, but I didn't get to put it up because of the whole King Sid situation and everything that was going on with that. But Damien actually addressed Janay, and he said that he never had a manager. He still doesn't have a manager.
The Prince family was never managed by no one. I want y'all to understand that. The Prince family was never managed by no one. There's a difference between bosses and employees. There's a difference between bosses and employees.
Which a lot of people were confused because they like, wait, hold on. If nobody managed you, then how are you signed under NEB management? Now, let me just quickly try to break this down. And this is all alleged. I don't want anybody to take anything personal. This is just from what I've seen. And I've been watching DB Nation from the beginning. And I've seen all the receipts and the T pages and everything that was going down during that situation, right? Now, when it comes to that whole situation with DB Nation and Janay, Damien is right. He never was managed by Janay. Yes, he said it multiple times by word of mouth. He addressed her as his manager. But when it came to paperwork, because paperwork trumps everything, there's no paperwork or document to say that Janay was his manager. And if that was the case, if there was document and paperwork, she would have sued Damien just like she sued Corey and Carmen, which she didn't, because there's no paperwork in place. Now, when we get to NEB management, now the reason why Damien ended up walking away from Janay allegedly is because people were saying that she was stealing money. That's how the whole reality house ended up falling apart, because a lot of people didn't agree with how Janay did business, and they ended up walking away. Perfect Labs, Chris and Queen, Trey and Armand, Flight Reacts, all of those people walked away. Now, before they walked away, Janay was actually supposed to co-sign them with Damien. They were supposed to co-sign and sign all of these YouTubers, but like I said, they didn't agree with Janay and how she did business. Now, Damien actually had the academy. I don't know if y'all remember this, but the DB Nation Academy, where they was actually supposed to take in YouTubers and teach them how to do YouTube, and they was supposed to pay a certain amount. Well, that ended up being being a bad deal. Not because of DNB Nation, but the people that they partner with. I actually got information and investigated this back then. A lot of people were coming to me like, report this, because I don't agree with this. But at that time, I was doing celebrities, so I didn't really invest that much time into it. But when I did the investigation, I found that they were partnered with people, which it ended up being a bad deal. And a lot of people thought that DNB Nation was stealing all this money, but allegedly the people that they partnered with actually stole the money. But not to get too deep in that, but that ended up giving DNB Nation a bad name, and this is why they're now the Prince family. But people still know them as DNB Nation, so not a lot of people are gonna want to do deals with them. So what you do is you get a business-minded person, you make him the face of the company, even though you co-own the company with this gentleman, and people are actually signed underneath you, which is Neb Management / the Prince family. He is a solid partner in the whole situation. But how you get people to sign is by saying, oh, I'm signed to Neb Management, and since I've been signed to them, I've been doing this, and this. And when people see the Prince family numbers, which they have over 13 million in total with all their channels together, people are quick to be like, oh, I want Neb Management to do that for me. So people start signing up, and now they're signed underneath Neb Management / the Prince family. So in all actuality, the Prince family has never, DNB Nation / the Prince family have never been managed by anybody. Now let's talk about Queen Naija, because for a while, a lot of people have been wondering what's going on with her album. She's hints at dates. She never actually dropped a date. She just hints at months. So she'll say, oh, this fall or this summer or this month, or you know what I mean? Like, she never actually had a solid date. So in this video, she actually breaks down and explains why her album is taking as long as it is.
You don't just record music and then put it all together and boom, it's the album and you drop it. That's not how it works. I started recording, was it 2019? Mm-hmm. I know, but like what month was it? Was it like March?
Literally like the end of February, beginning of March.
Okay, so we started recording February 2019. I was working with one producer only who I was really comfortable with. I loved his work and like the way we all came together and made music. And yeah, I created a whole album basically, and I had a couple of features and I was waiting on them. And as I was waiting, I kept listening and I was just like, I want to do more, you know, I want to see what more I can do. And so I pushed it down. We had to push it down. Wait, you talk, because I don't know. After that, what happened?
I mean, it's just the process. Oh, there was a change of personnel at the label. So when that happens, that definitely affects everything, because the people who were familiar with Queen are no longer there. They don't really understand her. So
basically at my label, some people... Leah.
What? My bad.
All right, so some people at the label, basically, it was a change of
personnel.
People. Lead people.
Personnel is the
personnel
correct term, yes.
Okay, so basically the people that once worked with me at the label and worked hand in hand with me were now gone, and we had new people. So now all over again, we had to get to know these new people, and they had to get to know me and my work and all of that stuff to
so that slowed things down.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing was Queen wanted to meet with different producers, and she wanted to have someone in the label just be more involved with her every day as far as an A&R, and that wasn't there as well. So came January, Jeff,
because what was the first album date we were supposed to drop last year?
We were supposed to drop last year, like September, October. I believe.
October. That was our plan to drop last year. Then it moved down to what, January?
Yeah, then it moved to January
2020.
Yeah,
it was supposed to drop January 2020.
But then a new president came in, and then he's very hands-on. He made a lot of connections with Queen and different producers and songwriters and things like that. So Queen started to create new music, what she felt was better music. So not that she disliked the other music, but she had grown, so she had to create another body of work similar to that, because it was just too different. You could tell the growth in Queen. So,
and not only that, but all the songs on my first album, or my first rough of an album or body of work, it was all over the place. Like I wanted to find my own sound, my own cohesive sound, and I was still working on finding it, and I believe I found it now. When I first came out with Karma and Medicine, that wasn't like,
you had like those written already.
No,
much.
They were written already for me, but like I still didn't know what my sound was as an artist. Like everyone has their own sound. Yeah. So on the album, I was, I'm a really versatile type of person. I feel like I can do whatever. I feel like I can do R&B, pop. I can do country if I wanted to. I can do soul. I can do gospel. And so I think I was trying so hard to show all the versatility of what I can do, that it just was all over the place. Like it wasn't really a cohesive body of work. So then what happened after that?
I mean, Jeff came in, and then...
So then Jeff Vaughn's... Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Because part of the whole industry is just networking and just working with different people. So that started to happen. And then we started to get new music, and music that Queen was happy with. And she's happy now. So it definitely was a process. And there's just things that happen behind the scenes that... we can't really talk about, because just like y'all watching, people in the industry are watching. So, we can't speak on everything all the time, but the album is definitely a long process. It's not easy to do, but
because even behind closed doors, tell them what we have to do after. After I finish the song, what we have to do.
Yeah, so once Queen finishes the song, now it's like where I kick in, and I have to work with the label and her lawyers, to make sure like all the producer agreements are in place. If there's a sample, that the samples get cleared, that the songwriters get what they have. There's a lot of paperwork back and forth, and that's why she can't just drop a song. She just can't, because
I could possibly get sued, you guys.
Exactly. She'll get caught up in so many legal fees and lose money getting sued. We don't want that to happen. So therefore, until things get signed off on, that's why, Queen can't just release music whenever. And I actually asked her not to show so many snippets and stuff, because what happens is when I'm negotiating pricing, you guys go crazy over a snippet, I lose kind of my footing when negotiating. They see 4 million, 5 million views, and now the price is going up where I had them at a decent price before. So that's why, it's just, there's reasons.
And then we want to talk about the feature side too. I can do my part, but if I'm sending it to someone that I want to jump on a record, they don't just jump on. Like I have to literally like sit and wait, because they have their own schedules and like life as an artist, and they're doing their own thing. And plus, not to mention, they probably got way more features like to do besides mine. So like I have to wait on features, and then once the feature does their stuff, we have to get like the paperwork with them squared away.
Then we got to develop the campaign, but we cannot develop the campaigin or the rollout until the music has been 100% complete.
And basically, until we turn in a full-blown album to the label, they cannot create no rollout for me until they have everything, because they want to sit with it and listen to... Oh, shoot, my hand. They want to sit and listen to everything on there so they can find the right campaign. Because some people, like especially for this quarantine... throughout this whole pandemic, like people just like drop and they don't care. But me, since it's my first album, I still want a rollout. I still want I wanted to do a bunch of stuff, which I probably will still get the chance to do, but I want it to be like a normal rollout. But of course, because of the pandemic, we can't do it like how we usually would.
Just have to find new ways.
So yeah, we're finding new ways to maneuver around to still promote and let it have the best turnout possible. And just as an artist, behind, before it even gets to her, I have to make sure I'm really confident in the song. Like me, like I could like the song all I want, but if I don't love the song, I don't want to put it on my album. can I create? Do you guys not understand that this all fell into my lap? Like, I didn't ask to freaking, I just dropped the song on YouTube. I didn't even mean to, I wasn't even trying to pursue this kind of career at first. I was a YouTuber. And now, who's that? Is that CJ?